So after you've made your preset purchase on Etsy, go on your phone and check your mail for the Etsy transaction link. For some reason, if you open the Etsy app from your phone, it's hard to actually find the files. So just make sure that you check your mail for this link and click view your files on Etsy. So go ahead and open that and then scroll down. And then you're going to click Cali Pier Dark. And what we're going to do is we're going to click the bottom square in the middle to save this to your camera roll. You can go back. Let's just do them all. So here's green. Save again. Hit back. Save again. And save. So just so you know, if you go into your camera roll, you won't actually, just waiting for them to come up. So when you actually click on them in your camera roll, they'll just be these blank squares, and that's totally normal. So that's okay. You are going to then open Lightroom, and what you're going to do is just make an album. So you can hit the little plus icon there to create an album called presets if you want. So I've just made this test one here called Sparkles and Bloom. And so what you're going to do is you're going to hit the bottom right picture with the little plus symbol on there. That's how you're going to actually upload the preset. So say from camera roll. And just wait for this to load. So at the top, you can see these 3 DNG files. That's where the information from the preset is stored. So go ahead and click each one of these, click add 3 photos. And as you'll see, when they pop into this album, you'll see DNG, DNG, DNG. So there's all those 3 presets. So what you'll do is let's start with Cali Pure Light. So we'll go here, and then what you're going to do is you're going to click the top right corner where those 3 dots are. Click that and click Create Preset. So you don't need to put 1 at the front, but I'm just going to do that so that it organizes it numerically. So Cali Pure Light, and then you're going to hit the check mark at the top right so it saves. Then you're going to hit the top 3 dots again, click Create Preset. Cali Pure Dark, and click the top check mark, and then here's the grain. Hit the 3 dots, create preset, and Cali Pure Grain. So I'll click done, and then the check mark. So those are actually stored now in your preset. So let's show you how to actually apply the preset to a photo. So let's start with this little pic here. So at the bottom, you're going to scroll along the bottom until you hit presets. Make sure that you're on the category that says user presets. So there's other sort of categories. So just make sure it says user presets at that top sort of column on the left. And then as you can see, there's all your presets are in here. So if you click Cali Pure Light, for example, there you go. If you click or just tap and hold on the picture, you can see the before and then after. Here's the green option, and then here's dark. So if you have a really light picture and you want to darken it, you can choose the dark option. And so as you can see, it kind of gives this sort of like, sort of teal orange sort of look to it. And so you can just click check mark. Okay. Let's say you want to use the light version, but it's actually still a bit too light. You just scroll over on the bottom to where it says light, and just look at the exposure. This is just one really simple tip, and you can just bring it down just a touch. That's just like one really simple adjustment. The other one that you can use, because sometimes, especially with this particular preset, the Cali Pure preset, it really adds a lot of warmth to the picture. And so sometimes, depending on the natural photo, you might just want to like bring it down a bit, or maybe you want it actually more intense. You can bring up the temperature. So temperature is just one way as well to sort of adjust the overall hue. So let's just go back and let's just look at one more picture. So here's a churro picture. So again, you're going to scroll all the way over to presets. Let's try to see what happens when we do the Castle Dream. Let's go dark. So as you can see, it kind of gives this more like desaturated, kind of like blues are more sort of gray, lots of white in the picture, and kind of making the reds a bit deeper. And so here's an example of like what Cali Pure Grain looks like. So it makes all the blues more sort of teal, the reds more orange. There's a light version, so if you're trying to create an Instagram account that's really sort of light and airy looking, you can always choose the light options for presets. So there you have it. So hopefully you enjoy using them, and if you have any questions, send me an email so I can try to help you if you're stuck. And that's sort of the basics of how to use presets.